Taylor Frankie Paul's story is one that touches the heart deeply. In early 2023, she found herself in a terrifying situation that no one could have predicted. After a domestic dispute with her partner, Dakota Mortensen, the police were called, and Taylor was arrested. It was a moment of pure chaos, one that many of us would rather never face. In fact, the violence that ensued was so intense that Dakota even claimed Taylor had thrown metal chairs, causing holes in the walls of their home. This was not just a public embarrassment, but a life-changing moment for her. But even in the darkest of times, there's always room for growth. Taylor herself has shared how this incident helped her hit rock bottom, and, oddly enough, it was this very moment that made her realize she needed help. She admitted in a TikTok video that although she wished the night had unfolded differently, it pushed her towards seeking the help she'd been avoiding. It wasn't easy for her to open up about the ordeal, but in doing so, she found the strength to move forward, proving that even the hardest times can lead to better choices and healthier living. Now, as we look at where Taylor is today, it's clear that she's on a path of healing. Her journey wasn't about erasing the past, but about learning from it. As much as the arrest was a dark chapter, she came out of it stronger, with a clearer understanding of what she needed to work on in her life. By sharing her story, Taylor continues to inspire those who may be going through their own battles, reminding us that there's always a way forward, no matter how broken things may seem. Ben Affleck's journey has been one of unexpected challenges, especially when it came to her marriage. On the surface, everything seemed fine, but behind closed doors, things were falling apart. In the first season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Jen openly discussed the tough patch in her relationship with her husband, Zach. Their struggles hit a peak during a trip to Las Vegas, where Jen attended a show that Zach didn't approve of. The situation escalated quickly, with Zach questioning her morals and even threatening divorce. It was clear their relationship was under a lot of stress, much of it stemming from differing religious beliefs and expectations. What's inspiring about Jen, though, is her willingness to reflect on their issues and grow from them. After the public confrontation, she didn't just let the situation fester. Instead, she took the time to understand why things went wrong, admitting that Zach's lack of trust in her was at the core of their problems. The couple worked hard to rebuild their relationship, even starting therapy after the cameras stopped rolling. Jen has been incredibly open about the challenges she faced, and through it all, she's shown us the importance of communication, trust, and the willingness to work on things, no matter how tough they may seem. But Jen's struggles didn't stop there. During the filming of Season 2, she revealed that she was dealing with prenatal depression while pregnant with her third child. The toll it took on her mental health was heavy, and at one point, she even needed to take a break from filming. In her candid interviews, Jen shared how difficult those times were, describing them as some of the hardest moments of her life. Despite everything, Jen has continued to rise above her challenges. Today, after giving birth to her baby, she seems to be in a better place, showing just how resilient she truly is. Macy Neie has always seemed like she's living a carefree life, enjoying the spotlight and making people laugh. However, beneath the surface, there's a deep and heartbreaking story that shaped who she is today. When she was just 19, Macy became pregnant and moved back in with her parents, but her life took a tragic turn when her then-boyfriend, Eric Mack, died in a car accident. The accident occurred after the two had a heated argument over text, and Eric was driving at the time. Macy shared how she never would have responded the way she did if she had known he was driving. His death left her devastated, and it was a pain she couldn't shake. The grief Macy felt after losing Eric was overwhelming. In an essay, she expressed how she struggled to accept the fact that she would never hear his voice again, and her child would never know their father. It was a devastating loss that sent Macy into a deep depression, but it was also the birth of her son that eventually helped her find some healing. She began to focus on being the best mother she could be, and slowly, the weight of her grief started to lift. Macy's journey through loss and recovery is a testament to her strength, showing that even in the darkest moments, there's a glimmer of hope for healing and moving forward. Macy's story doesn't just shape her personally, it also impacts the way she interacts with others, both on and off the show. She's become more empathetic, always giving people the benefit of the doubt. Her backstory helps us understand why she acts the way she does on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. It's clear that the pain of losing Eric will never fully go away, but Macy has found a way to channel that pain into something positive, and in doing so, she's become an inspiration to others who might be facing similar tragedies. Leila Taylor's story is one of resilience, shaped by her experience of a difficult and toxic marriage. She married her high school sweetheart, Clayton Wessel, and although they started their family together, things quickly turned sour. Leila admits that the relationship was never stable, and the stress of raising kids only made it worse. The fights were more frequent than the moments of happiness, and it eventually reached a point where Clayton threatened divorce multiple times before finally leaving her. Leila didn't try to save the marriage, knowing deep down that it wasn't meant to be. This was a painful chapter in her life, and her honesty about it helps us understand the complexity of relationships, especially when both parties are not on the same page. But her struggles didn't stop with the end of her marriage. Leila also battled with body dysmorphia, a mental health issue that affected how she saw herself. She opened up about her struggles with eating disorders and the emotional toll they took on her. Leila's story is a powerful reminder of how inner struggles can sometimes be invisible to the outside world and how mental health should never be ignored. Despite these battles, Leila has continued to fight for her well-being and her children's happiness. She found strength in acknowledging her scars and in taking the necessary steps to heal, both mentally and physically. Now, Leila's journey is about moving forward, even when things don't go as planned. She's working on building a peaceful future for herself and her children, despite the challenges she's faced. Her story is a reminder that strength doesn't always look like being unbroken. Sometimes, it's about being brave enough to face your demons and continue fighting for a better tomorrow. The stories of Taylor, Jen, Macy, and Leila are powerful reminders of how we all face challenges, yet find the strength to keep moving forward. These women have dealt with some of the toughest struggles anyone could imagine: domestic violence, mental health battles, loss, and toxic relationships, but they've each shown resilience, growth, and the courage to heal. What stands out is their willingness to be open, to share their journeys with us, and to remind us that no matter how hard things get, we can always find a way through. As you reflect on these inspiring stories, ask yourself, what lessons can we learn from their experiences? Whether it's the importance of seeking help, the power of self-reflection, or the strength to rise again after falling, there's so much to take away from their journeys. Life isn't perfect, and we all have our own battles, but just like these women, we too can learn to grow from our struggles. If you found inspiration in these stories, make sure to like and subscribe for more heartfelt journeys. And don't forget to share your thoughts below. How have these women's stories inspired you?